Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are continuing Wolverine and the X-Men. This is Season 1, Episode 14, and I like this title, Stolen Lives. Now, I'm just guessing. I'm not sure exactly what this title means, but my guess is with this title is that this is referring to some of the mutants that are captured by the MRD that are actually not evil, but they're just captured because they're mutants and they're imprisoned and locked away because they have powers, but they're actually good people, you know, or good mutants, but it doesn't matter because they're a mutant, right? I'm not really sure, but with the last episode, episode 13, which was Battle Lines, we had Magneto, and it was revealed Magneto and that politician who's been anti-mutant, and don't kill me, I don't remember his name, and it's not really that important. Maybe it is, but you get my point. They've been actually working together because Magneto wants more mutants and, you know, Genosha to be a thing for all mutants, and so they've been working together, which is kind of strange. So they capture mutants and they send them over, but then Magneto has found out the most powerful mutants, the politician, like the MRD, they're not sending over to Genosha. So Magneto attacked all those different facilities, all those MRD, you know, sites with different mutants on his side to attack those places. So maybe it's referring to a lot of these mutants that basically got their lives stolen from them. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just my theory based on what happened in the last episode. Now, of course, we had Rogue, who it was revealed when she first touched Toad, like a long time ago, like the beginning of the show. There was some sort of plan, some sort of mission, you know, so she had to go deeper, so she had to side with the Brotherhood to get more information, and she finally figured out what was going on, told, you know, the X-Men, was trying to tell Wolverine, trying to tell all of them what was happening, and it was kind of too late, okay? The X-Mansion was attacked, but then they understood, okay, maybe she is telling the truth. So there was an explanation to why Rogue was with the Brotherhood, because I was like, really, Rogue? Like, I get it. You know, I think the whole thing of her not trusting, you know, Logan, not trusting him because of him leaving at the beginning of the show and everything, and that was a year in the past, and now we're in the present and everything. So that trust there, you know, because she feels like he always leaves and she needs him there. So it's like, okay, I get that point, but at least we have another reason why she was, you know, away doing all this stuff. So I'm excited to get into the episode. I'm enjoying the show. I know my videos have not done that well in terms of people actually, I guess not a lot of people actually like, I guess, me rewatching the show, but I'm going to continue watching it because I'm enjoying the show, and I'm going to be ending up talking to one of the writers who actually worked on Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, who I interviewed, Joshua Fine, because I asked him if I could talk to him again when I'm done with the show, and he's like, yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm continuing the show mainly because I'm enjoying the show, but also I want to talk to him about some of the things in this show as well in terms of the writing process and coming up with stories and everything and the characters they use in the show. So, yeah, so that's why I'm continuing. So, hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and let's get into the episode 14, Stolen Lives. Let's go. Yes. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Oh, that's a very different scene than what. Oh. That's a Weapon X chopper. What do you know about that? Oh shit.
Only that they're in the business of turning mutants into weapons.
You better tell me where the safe house is.
Not unless I come with you.
The last thing I need
No.
from one of
No.
spies. Take care of it.
Is this why they took the daughter because of him?
Where are you going?
I need some air.
I need some air. That was nice. That was nice.
Lord, you're alive.
He recognized him. Yeah, yeah. They're flying over a city. I thought she was going to catch him. Oops, I was wrong.
I told you this would happen. Wolverine.
Yeah, he did. He actually did. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay. Just throw him off, or try to at least. About to say.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, bub.
We finished that conversation.
Is he Batman? Damn, okay. What the hell?
You could have caught me when I was falling out of the plane.
2 Wolverines. He's like, alright. He leaves. Double Wolverine punch.
I know their destination.
And you didn't tell me this.
Yeah.
If I did, would you have taken me with you?
No. No.
Look, you're trying to save Christy, but I have my own orders. I was one of them.
Okay. Just like he was. Makes sense how she knows him, right?
He's got a partner.
Well, they're working together, but not really.
Did I know you?
Yes.
Yes, it seems. Mm-hmm.
When did it go bad?
When the professor wanted more. But only because the man I loved gave his life to get me out.
This all has nothing to do with Magneto, does it?
No. It's personal.
It's personal. It makes it more impactful for her. Wow. I didn't see that coming, but I mean, hey.
Far as you go, runt.
Far as you go, runt.
Deal with this chump. You go look for Christy. Don't wait for me. Go. I'll find you.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Mom?
Warning. Contagion detected.
Oh.
System overload in 10 minutes.
We're moving you. Do you understand?
Okay. I was gonna say, what are they gonna do? Oh, okay.
Traitor.
Overload in 5 minutes.
Not so fast.
Wait. What? Oh, okay. Yes, that's where it happened. What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Assured your legacy, Wolverine. The answers are still frustrating.
I cannot believe that was X-23. I was like, who is this? Oh my gosh, man.
Daddy.
It's your dad. Surprise. Okay, I was about to say. Okay.
Did you know he was alive?
Not until today.
Nope, Sabretooth did.
Christy, he's not the same man you remember.
No, unfortunately not.
I'll find you. Go.
Okay. Wow.
The man who sacrificed himself so I could get away.
Hmm.
He's gone.
Hmm.
I have to know.
It doesn't matter. You can never be him again.
Hmm.
Christy.
Yay! Good reunion. Well, until he has more questions about what's going on, why can't I remember stuff? Well, Weapon X. There you have it, guys. Wow. Okay, I was wrong in my intro about what I thought this episode was going to be about. The MRD, these mutants. No. Weapon X. And this was a very personal episode as well. And I think, honestly, this is one of the better episodes of the show. Like, I was really invested with the storyline and the big surprise towards the end there, which we'll get to in a bit. Okay, so now it makes sense. In the first episode we saw Mystique, which was a couple episodes back, it makes sense when she transformed briefly into Wolverine as Weapon X for that brief moment saying she knew him. And we're like, okay, what's going on here? Because he couldn't figure it out. He's like, because I think Storm at the end of that episode was like, do you know her? And he's like, I don't know. Now we know. Now we know, and wow, this adds a whole bunch of layers to these characters. Holy crap. Okay, so Maverick, who we saw at the end of that episode, episodes ago, he was the guy in the burning barn. Wolverine was having all these visions, and he didn't know what the connection was. So Mystique calls Logan, Wolverine, about Maverick's daughter being in danger. She's grown up now, and he calls her, and we see her. She's fine. She's like, okay, I'll whatever. You're coming? Okay. He's like, I gotta check something out. Shows up, and then everything has gone to shit, and Mystique is there, and she's like, yeah, Weapon X. This is not the MRD. Weapon X took her. Like, okay, because within that episode of like Logan going back to that cabin trying to figure out his memories and the little girl, which of course she's now grown up, and then Maverick and everything in the barn and everything, and he's presumed dead. Then it's revealed he's alive. Weapon X was being shown throughout that episode. Cutting back to him, it's like, well, what if he figures it out? It's like, don't worry about it. It's like, we should worry about it. And they were right to worry. At least that one guy was right to worry, because then they break into Weapon X later in the episode. They actually break into the facility. But it's then revealed that Mystique isn't doing this for Magneto, which was kind of implied earlier in the episode, that Magneto has his own agenda. He wants them stopped, and I'm on this mission. And obviously I can't tell you, I know the location, but I can't tell you the location, because then you wouldn't bring me along. And then it's revealed that Mystique is lying. Okay, this is personal. And we find out how personal it actually is. And I'm quite surprised. In a good way, though. I think it's really good storytelling, in my opinion. So they break into Weapon X. They're trying to capture back and escape. Mystique puts in a bomb, of course, and they fight Maverick a couple times before they even get to that facility. But I like how right away they do find her in the stasis crate or whatever. But of course Maverick's there. He throws Logan out of the plane, out of the ship, and I thought Mystique was going to catch him. I was expecting Mystique to catch him, and that's not the case. He lands on a table. He was knocked out for a couple seconds. So we had two Wolverines. Mystique turns into Wolverine, and they're fighting a bunch of those Weapon X soldiers, which is pretty cool. That was really cool to see that. Once again, it goes to the whole point of this show is not going to get violent to the point where he's going to stab people. He can only stab certain things like robots and just stuff that we know is not human, because we see the claws are out, but he just grabs someone and throws them. You know what I'm saying? And Mystique did the same thing. She had the claws out as Wolverine, but like they weren't stabbing people. They were cutting the guns. They were showing that, cutting the guns and stuff, and but it's like stabbing. No, can't. It's too violent for a kid show. So it kind of hurts a little bit, because I'm like, they could actually do more like ways of fighting with the actual stabbing of the claws, but they can't. So it's okay. It is what it is. There's certain limitations. I gotta get over that, and it's not their fault. They're making a show that is family friendly. They can't show stabbing. Okay, only on certain things they can show the stabbing, because he stabbed Tildy's monster in the last episode, but that's because it wasn't actually a monster. It wasn't actually stabbing the girl that was creating it. Just get my point. So anyways, it's revealed that the girl that they show a little bit of in the episode, who's in this like really bright room, I'm like, who is this? I have no idea. It's X-23. Oh my god. I was not expecting X-23, but I shouldn't be surprised because we're in Weapon X, but I was shocked as hell when she popped her claws. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? It was so cool. I was quite surprised. Now, what was actually more surprising, and I thought that was going to be the highlight of the episode in terms of like a shock value, like what? It's the fact that the person Mystique was referring to, the man that sacrificed himself for her to get away, that saved her life, was not somebody else in Weapon X. It was Wolverine himself. She called him James, and he fought Sabretooth to help her get away. So now the relationship and the complexity of it all deepens between these two characters, because she remembers all of it, essentially, about how she was in love with him and they were together, and he sacrificed himself essentially for her to go, and now it doesn't connect. I wonder if they're going to explore that more. I don't know. I'm not sure. Also, I did notice too, Joshua Fine, who I was mentioning in the intro, who worked on Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and he wrote for the show. I think he wrote this episode. I believe I saw written by Joshua Fine on this. I have to go back and double check that, but if so, I got a lot of questions for him for that. But still, this show is definitely interesting for many different reasons, and I think this episode proves that it really knows how to tell a story that you don't expect. You don't expect certain outcomes. I should have seen X-23 coming, but I was so invested with a lot of the things they were doing with this episode. Like, oh, we're getting a Weapon X now. Wolverine and Mystique are teaming up. Interesting. Wasn't expecting this. And I'm waiting for a betrayal. Like, they're basically implying that, not really implying, but like, when you watch the show, you're like, maybe there's a betrayal coming. Because Mystique is working for Magneto. But then, no. She actually stuck with it through the end. And then you find out that she was in love with, like, Wolverine, James. And he was in love with her. And then it just all fell apart. You know, because of everything unfolding after those events where he helped her escape. So, I don't know. This show just really stood out in a big way in this episode, and I can't wait to continue because I think that this show is just delivering on great stuff here. And it makes me even more mad that we don't have a continuation. There is no season 2. It's a one and done, and that really sucks because I really am enjoying what I'm watching here, and it sucks that there's no more episodes after this season. Like, once I'm done, it's done. There's nothing else to look forward to in terms of the continuity of this. So yeah, that sucks. So what'd you guys think of this episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. I really enjoyed it. Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.